Okay, so one of the issues when we look at the rabbit, which is not fixed in anatomical position, is the muscles that move the scapula. So we just want to review them for you here. So if I peel back trapezius, we can see, and we have to sort of remind ourselves that this is the medial border of the scapula. And so obviously it's rotated out of anatomical position as we would expect to see it in human. So taking this as the medial border and lifting up the scapula off of the back, that gives us a view of the three muscles that lift the scapula, namely levator scap, rhomboid minor, and rhomboid major. And they all insert roughly in a bit of a merged on the medial surface of the medial border of the scapula, but we can take their separate origins to identify them. So most superiorly, and it turns out most laterally, is levator scap. So I'm just putting my probe underneath levator scap. Can you see that, Tiff? Mm-hmm. So this is levator scap. And levator scapula, remember, originates at the transverse processes of C1 to C4. So it dives underneath a bundle of muscle in the neck to access those transverse processes. But the upshot of that transverse origin is that it's located laterally to the rhomboids. Then we have rhomboid minor, which originates on the spinous processes of the lower cervical vertebrae, C6 and C7. But you can see because it's on the spinous process, it lies medial to levator scap. And then we have the larger and slightly inferior in origin rhomboid major. Rhomboid major originates from the spinous processes, again medially, but this time of the more caudal thoracic vertebrae, T2 to T5. So just to review, moving laterally and superior to medially and inferior in origin, we have levator scapula, rhomboid minor, and rhomboid major.